So students, let us try to find the area of the circle in this video. So we have this circle here and we have a diameter. Now let me draw different diameters. This is another diameter, this is another diameter, this is another diameter. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to divide the circle into different parts. Okay, this is another diameter, this is another diameter, then I'm going to put a diameter here, then another diameter here. Okay, that is enough for now. You can draw more. The more and more diameters you draw, the more and more you will see that each part that is shown in this triangle. Now we see that this triangle is divided into different parts. You can see that. To be exact, there are 16 parts which are equal. 16 equal parts. You can pause the video and count. There are 16 equal parts. So if I'm coloring each of these parts, you will see it will become like this. And each of these parts is almost a triangle. Do you see that? Do you see the space here? If I zoom in, you will see that there's a space here. You see, that is because I'm trying to fit a triangle into a circle. So because the circle is having a curved edge, but triangle is having a straight line base, so that is why you see that difference, but that is fine, more or less fine. We will approximate it. Okay, so now let me color the whole circle. So we see that the more and more diameters you draw and more pieces, more and more parts you have in the circle, it will be more and more like a triangle. Okay, but that is that concept is a different topic which I don't want to teach you right now. Okay, so I have chosen 16 parts, so I have divided this circle into 16 equal parts. Now this is where I want you to look at this. You can see that the whole circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. You already studied that. Okay, the whole circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Also, any point from the center to the outermost boundary, any point from the center to the any line from the center to the outermost boundary of the circle is radius. Any point. For example, this line, if I could draw a line in the middle of this also, it would be a radius, because that is a point from the center to the outermost boundary of a circle, which is a definition of a radius. Okay, now enough talking. What I will do is I'm going to put this, the circle is divided into 16 parts. I'm going to put these parts separately, so it will look like this. Do you see that? I'm putting the parts separately. Now what do you see? The whole circumference of the circle, was 2 pi r. Now the circumference is cut into halves. This above 2 pi r is cut into two parts. The base here is pi r, you see that is pi r, and here also it is pi r. 2 pi r is cut into 2. Okay, just keep that in your mind. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these parts down. What do you get? A parallelogram. So we created a parallelogram from the whole circle. Remember students, we didn't do anything to the circle. I mean, we didn't change the circle. It's the same circle which we made into a different shape. Do you see that? And we got a parallelogram. Now, so if we can, students, if we can find the area of this parallelogram, then we can find the area of a circle. Do you get it? Because it is the same shape, just arranged in a different way. Okay, so how to find the area of a parallelogram? We studied that in our chapter, in the last chapter. So the area of a parallelogram is base into height. So what is the base? The base is pi r, because it is half the circumference. We saw that, pi r. What is the height? Height is radius. Why? Because it is a line joining from the center to the outermost boundary. So any line joining the center to the outermost boundary is a radius. We studied that, we saw that. So the height is radius, and the base is pi r, which, so the area of the parallelogram is base into height, that is pi r into r, which is pi r square. And I know that you all know the area of the circle is area of the circle formula, but I don't know how many of you knew from where it came from. So I think that was a little enlightening to you. Okay, anyways, so we will see a little more, we'll play a little more with circles in the next video.